Yo guys, what's going on? Back with another video here to talk to you basically about what's going on at Arsenal. What do you think should happen? Should we change the manager? More Jose Mourinho news coming out. What should we do at this point of the season? We're 11 games in. We're 5th at the minute. Do you know what I mean? Providing what happens with Crystal Palace and Leicester later on today. Like I said, if Crystal Palace win, we drop. Do you know what I mean? We drop back. The huge talking point, is Unai Emery. Before we get into this video, of course, make sure you hit that subscribe button, of course. It is important. Of course, hit the like button, of course, when you're checking out these videos. And let me know your comments in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on the topics that I talk about in this video. So let's just start off with Arsenal. Now, of course, you know, the team itself, like, it's just been poor, absolutely poor compared to last season. Last season we looked so much better, but a lot of things were different compared to last season. The fact that Rob Holding was playing, the fact that Bellerin was playing, the fact that Aaron Ramsey was still in the team, the fact that Mesut Ozil, well, yeah, he's still here, it doesn't matter about Ozil, but point is, I'm not saying all these players are gone, but I'm talking about the factors. Even then, we were missing elements and we needed help. But the problem was, we needed to replace the players. Now, the summer has just gone. We had David Luiz come in, Tierney come in, Pepe come in, Gabriel Martinelli come in. We saw Saka come up from the under-23s. We saw Joe Willock come up from the under-23s. We saw Reece Nelson come back and play more. Play for the first team. We saw Emery Smith-Rowe get promoted also, as well as Reece Nelson, like I just said. So again, you'd think he'll be a lot stronger, but the performances haven't really been great. We know we struggled on getting wins. We're losing wins now. Now we're drawing off our own back, and we scoring first, and it's just capitulation. And I remember, like, you know, last season, I remember at the end of the season, I was so reluctant in my mind to say, oh, Emery's got to go, because that Europa League final was abysmal. And even the run before that. And I kind of saw the cracks, and I just kind of tried not to look at it. And I said to myself, okay, summer, we'll go again, see how it goes. But since the start of the season, I haven't been optimistic. We've all seen the frailties in the games, like I've just mentioned. The Manchester United game, where United, we went up there, we scored a goal. We didn't do nothing. We didn't do nothing at Old Trafford. Let's be real. The Tottenham game at home, we gave them two goals up. We gave them the start, and then we had to dig deep and get back and put it back to 2-2. Do you know what I mean? We struggled against Burnley to win. We had to come back against Aston Villa from being goals down and a 10 men to come back and win. And we had goals. We were 2-0 up front, in front of Watford. We lost. It felt like a loss, but we dropped 2 points again, 2-2. We see at Crystal Palace, and obviously we all know the Xhaka situation, but even beforehand, 2-2. Because Xhaka coming off was only a tactical change. We already gave off a 2-goal lead even before Xhaka. And then yesterday, Wolves at home giving up a 1-0 lead, and then substitutions, tactical changes. It's crazy. And then the fan base is apart. I'm watching online, I'm watching other YouTubers. I see people cussing Terrell, I see people cussing this person, Aubameyang, and you know what? Everybody has valid points. Arsenal fans do tend to not cuss their star players as much as the other players that are not really highly regarded. For example, you cuss Xhaka more than, I don't know, Aubameyang or Lacazette if they had a poor game. Like, you have to be real. Every player, I love all my players, but again, they need to start bucking up. But the bigger issue, and I've always said it from, you know, the last couple, if you go back to my videos this season, you kind of just see me going, on the fence, etc. Like I already talked about, end of last season, I thought, okay, really this manager, I don't think he's good enough, but let's get the summer and let's see what happens, you know what I mean? I tried to stay optimistic, tried to stay on the fence, and then suddenly I just said, fuck it, the manager has to go. It's poor. And now we have to look at it. The manager, for me, Unai Emery, yes, he's done wonders with other clubs in terms of Sevilla. Yes, he got PSG a league title, but what happened against Barcelona will never be forgotten. You know what I mean? Let's be real. What happened with Arsenal and Chelsea in the Europa League final now will never be forgotten. And you saw the frailties earlier on that season with Everton losing 1-0. He picked the wrong team. El Nani and Guendouzi in the midfield, that was poor. We lost. I mean, we started getting battered. Leicester, Wolves, etc. Crystal Palace at home, we lost 3-2. The Brighton draw at home when we needed that win to even get into the Champions League because that was our last chance, and we flopped. And since then, this season we haven't really been doing well enough to solidify a place in the top 4. And when you're looking at the subs now, and we gave Emery some credit on the subs last season, but slowly you started to wonder, wait a minute, if he's giving us these subs now, why are we not starting these players that are subs? They're obviously fit enough to start the game. Why are they subs? Because obviously he has a different way of thinking, of course. That's what you're saying. But predominantly, it has been poor this season. We went out to Anfield a couple of days ago. Poor. We were up. We had the lead twice. And we bottled it in the last minute of stoppage time. And then we lost on penalties. Regardless of that, we look at the team that we had out compared to what Liverpool had out, we should be beating them. If we took the lead twice, we should be beating them. But we didn't. We lost. Wolves, yesterday, it was such a iffy game for me. I couldn't even give you much of a review because I was just pissed off with what I've been seeing. It's not good enough. And I feel like the club need to start listening to us. Whether they want to bring in Jose Mourinho or not, they need to let us know. Personally, I don't want Mourinho anywhere near this club. Regardless of that, we've seen the past. Yes, I know he's won the league titles with Chelsea. He managed Manchester United. It didn't really go that well. We know what he's done domestically with Real Madrid and Porto. But they were all the past. Do you know what I mean? That's the past. And yes, I might not have a personal manager. Maybe the Ajax manager. That's probably who I'd go for. I remember screaming Brendan Rodgers near to the summer. I remember screaming him, etc. I had my personal opinions who I thought could do a job at Arsenal. And within a few years' time, get us to where we need to be. And it's all about development. But clearly, we're not developing anything with Unai Emery at this current moment. We're regressing badly. We look worse than last season, and then that was Emery's first season. And again, like I said, we had the likes of Ramsey, we had the likes of Ozil, like being there a little bit more than he had been this season, which has been the big topic of why he throws out Ozil, and now Ozil has to come in. Because for me personally, he looks like he doesn't know what he's doing. If he had set an intent, and there was so much rumours on the club wanted to freeze out Mesut Ozil, he would have never played him. But he's playing him now. The fans want it, like I've been saying in my previous videos. Predominantly, I wanted it because I said to myself, well, he's here. Why are we not using him? Do you know what I mean? We're spending X amount of money paying this guy, and you're not using him. And I hear your point, but you're not proving your point. We're not doing that well without Ozil. You might as well play him. Tell him what to do, see if he can do it. But right now, all the other players, you've got Torreira playing higher up the pitch. It's diabolical. I can't stand that anymore. So, going back to the Mourinho thing, I don't understand. How have we got to the point where we were bantering off Manchester United for having Jose Mourinho, and they weren't doing nothing. They were 11 points clear of us at one point. Then they started to catch up. The signs were there about Unai Emery earlier on last season, but no one really knew. We were all on the high because it's our first manager, and do you know what I mean? And there were only a certain select few that thought, nah, this ain't the manager. And a lot of us tried to hold on to that because we wanted to be relieved that we're seeing something different, because we've had the glory times and the bad times of Arsene Wenger. And because a lot of people have now got a new manager and they thought, all right, let's get behind the manager, etc., etc., a lot of people were scared to come out. Now, it's a point where, no, we have to come out now. My problem is it going to probably end up get as toxic as it did when a lot of us wanted Arsene Wenger to leave? But I hope it don't, because it's making us look really bad. But at the same time, it kind of shows, raw, are the board really listening to us? Are they seeing this? What are they thinking? Are they really putting pressure on Unai Emery? Again, with the reports of Jose, he's had dinner. Ralph Sanetti, he invited him to the Emirates game to watch the Vittoria game in the Europa League a few Thursdays ago. Like, we don't know what's going on. But guys, I want to know your opinion on this whole situation, because for me, look, we need a new manager as clear as day. Like, the formation is what we playing. Why did we go with a diamond? That made no sense. We haven't even tried a back three this season. Do you know what I mean? We have Tierney here. Tierney's here now. All the shit that Kolasinac couldn't do last season, we were bitching and moaning about. Tierney's here. He can do that. Why are we not trying that? I'm open to more trying things. More. The manager's just saying stale. And Aubameyang and Lacazette, you know, again, I keep hearing the facts that, you know, and it's kind of true. I keep hearing the points people are making. If we finish in the Europa League again next season, or even worse than that, potentially, if things go even more worse, then they might be on their bike. It's as simple as that. So if we want to do everything we can to save our club, and I'm not saying this is like a revolt video or whatnot, for me personally, Arsenal should just do the right thing and cut ties with Unai Emery, because going forward, there's no progression. There's just hella regression. Look at Leicester. Look how well Chelsea's doing. Remember the key points of what's going on right now. In the Premier League, Chelsea, young team. Remember they battered us in the Europa League final, going into a summer where they can't spend no money at all. And they were only able to offload players. They lost their best player in Eden Hazard to Real Madrid. And they're sitting third in the Premier League. Remember, we had a transfer. Remember that. Remember, we went out there and spent money. Just like every other club apart from Chelsea. Just remember that. And they're playing well. They're playing progressive football. The manager has installed calmness to the team. He's got them playing the football that he wants. They all believe in him. They trust in him. We don't have that. We don't have that. We don't have no loyalty to Unai Emery, just like Chelsea have to Frank Lampard, because he used to play for them. He's won them every single trophy, like, that's major. He's won them. He's won the league with them. He's won the Champions League with them. I'm pretty sure he was. I'm not sure if he was there with the Europa League. I'm not sure on that one. Let me know in the comments. I never really focused on Chelsea, but regardless of that, Frank Lampard is a legend over there at Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? What has Unai Emery done for Arsenal in the history? He's got us back. He's already done worse than what Arsene Wenger has done in his lot and the badges of Arsene Wenger, and that was pretty much on the way out. So, again, like I said, going forward, what do you think we should do? Do you think Emery should go right now? Do you think we should leave it to January? Or do you still believe we should finish off the season with Unai Emery? And who would you want to appoint as the manager? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So guys, that's it. I just really wanted to clear my thoughts and ask you guys a question. Those of you who subscribed, of course. Those of you who are first time viewers, of course, thank you for checking out this video. Make sure you subscribe, of course. Let me know your thoughts on Arsenal and the situation with Unai Emery, the manager, the team itself, everything. Let me know your thoughts. Should we really just tell Emery but by now, January or the end of the season. Thanks for those who've subscribed, and guys, if you're new, share the content as well. Peace.